Good evening, everybody. Today I am hanging the passenger quarter panel, and then I am moving on to the passenger rocker panel. But first, I have to get that passenger door hung and aligned. Then I can move on to the rocker panel and get it hung and aligned. After that's done, I will start on the welding of both quarter panels. Sit back and enjoy the show. If you haven't yet, join the chat. I'd also appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button as well. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up and leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you're ready, let's get started. Hoodies, shirts, and toboggans possibly coming soon. Stay tuned for further details. Good frigid morning, everybody. I'm going to get this quarter hung on here today. There was something I did and I didn't show it. If you remember, this had just slight bellies right there from the stamping, how it stretched it, and that is normal. When you cut this off, and even on, like, say, a car's quarter panel, when you get new skins, there's nothing to support this. So I didn't show how I did that, but I'll set this up to where I got, say, this one I'm using a horse and this side's being supported out here. I'll sit there and work my hand like this and work across that, get a little bit of tension on that, get a little pressure on it. You don't want to go too far because then you'll kink it, or it'll be bowed the other way. I just gradually work down through it. I'll roll it over so you can see the other side. And see now, if you look down that, almost every bit of that came out. It's still got that one and that one. But as I put it on there, I can put pressure in areas and keep most of that out and tack it once I get it where I want it. So this morning, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab that drill. Sorry about that. I'm going to grab that drill and put my holes to where I can plug it to the inner fender lip. I'm gonna grab some Gorilla Tape. I'm gonna pull this up in here and get that taped on there, about like that right there. That way it's not just dangling in there. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't get this quarter panel hung on here this morning and try not to shiver. I come in and turn that heater on. It's been on for about half hour, 45 minutes, and it's right on 60. Yeah, I don't know who ordered all this cold weather and all this snow, but I'm not very happy with you. I don't like it. I'm ready for spring already. All right, I'm gonna get that drilled and see if I can't get this quarter panel hung. tell you what, it is chilly. Got that dang pucker back in it. It's tight against the back. Okay, I need to get this and this pulled closer together. It's not letting me get this belly out of it. So I'm gonna tack a pair of old vice grips on. Well, if I can get it to tack. Just kind of pull them together like that. Now let's look down the side. Looks like crap. Dang it. Oh boy, I can tell this side's gonna be fun. heck ain't this thing holding? And that's why you got to keep old tools around. I'm going to move you back here. You have to take your time. Man, I need that extra hand again. You have to take your time and get it as close as you possibly can. You're gonna have Fonda no matter what you do, unless you spend hours upon hours. And frankly, it's just not worth that many hours. To a lot of people. Top side looks really good now. Alright. You have to take your time, even if it means cutting part of it loose again. That is mo better. extra into the other clamp. There we go. All right, I need to get this pulled out just a hair. And then squeeze this down. Quarter is ready for weld. These come in a case of 4. I just got my last one of the first case on this truck. Now this one's going to be a little harder to see. Yeah, way harder. But I don't want to take the fenders off just yet. Dang, what was that? Something sharp in there. Man, that's a huge gap. All right, find my floor jack here. All right. 2 hours later. Doors aligned. Strikers back in. Looks good, man. Got a 3/16 gap all the way and just a fuzz under 3/16 in the front. I'm gonna say that's as good as that's gonna get. 3/16 is the normal gap. The back looks good top to bottom. The front looks good, which that's about the same gap as up here, so I'll bet that's factory. All the way around. All right, whoa, don't fall. Now to start hanging the rocker. Man, it'd be nice if those doors opened up that far factory, but they don't. All right, it is cold in here, guys. Can you see from there? Yeah, somewhat. Here, let's move you over here, and then I'll zoom you in. Let's just see how this will fit. Come on now. There we go. Would you look at that? Yeah, beautiful. Let's put a clamp. About right there. Only turned around. We're mud there. Feels pretty decent. Get up underneath and see what she looks like. have done that any better if I tried. Wait. Yeah. Looks good. Back here looks amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this loose so I can bring that door a little closer. Man, that gap looks freaking beautiful. Could actually go down just a fuzz. Yeah, just a fuzz. Grab my other hammer. Well, that didn't take much. Yeah. Up 3/16. Now up here, this is going to go up. It's got to go up 3/16, which that's not clamped at the top. I need to roll it because you can see this is out. That looks good. This is all clamped right where it needs to be. I think I'm going to get a tack right here. Then up here, I need to roll. Yeah, it's got to go in some. That can be tapped around. This is where it needs to be. That's where it needs to be. So I can get this. I'm going to leave loose until I get everything else positioned. But that I'll get tacked in there, and then I'm going to have to come in here, tap that way. We have 1/2 inch to there, 5/8. Yeah, I moved that to 1/8 inch. That's going to raise this up the same amount. All right, I'll go ahead and get that tacked. Got to get my welder fired up. That's all welded on now. From the factory, this had seam sealer around, and you can see it up here. I ground it out to weld, but it'll get seam sealer down, out, down, and back. Sometimes I'll weld the bottom section because you won't notice that, but it does give it a little bit more strength. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, this is getting close. Probably won't be welding on the quarters today, but that's all right. And in here, I always put a tack in there. There was never one from the factory, but I put it in there. When you grind that, that rubber goes over that lip. All right. Now, this area here is rolled up because their stamping isn't exactly perfect. What I do is I'll tap that down and spot weld it, and then I'll come back after it's welded and just work it like this, and that'll kind of cinch that up all the way. This lip there's supposed to be a lip there, but it's only supposed to be an 1/8 inch. That rubber goes around that, and you want that lip to help hold it, but the glue goes on the inside. Yeah, it looks like the factory glued it on the outside, but I generally do it on the inside. That way, when you shut the door, the outside will flex without ripping or wearing out the rubber. After this is all put together, I'll come back and I'll grind that lip to make it the right thickness. You don't want too big, because then you won't get your rubber in there, and you can't put the glue on the back side with that lip right there too easy. So yeah, the rubber won't reach the glue even if you do with that thick of a lip. All right, now I'm going to do the front section. All right, the front's done, and I've got about 1% left on my battery, so I better change that. All right, I guess that's ready to grind up. Now it's time to go underneath. I gotta weld this cab support down, but I'm gonna wait until I do that kick panel because I might have to do some stuff with that. All right. One more spot weld right there. Beautiful. So the only thing left under here is this. Got a lot of grinding and cleaning, but that's all right. No filler piece in the very bottom here either. I know some of you are going to ask why I'm not stitch welding it and cooling it and all that. I don't want this floating. This is a big area. So I'm doing a little bit at a time, back and forth, keep it cool. Bare metal is 55 degrees. Right there where I've been welding, it's fluctuating 55 to, well, 57, 60 down here. But yeah, 55 degrees ain't gonna warp it. So that's why I'm doing it this route. And I'm keeping my legs active. I'm not gonna need it. And no, I have not had burnt eyes in 12 to 13 years. Like I said, guys, keep an eye on your light. You can see the reflection. There is very, very minimal in here. That's why I say take your time, work it back and forth, and if you have to, cut your tacks loose and move it again. You cannot build a house with a bad foundation. You put this on there, if you tack that in and it's crooked, you'll never get it out. Not without filling it full of Bondo, and I hate Bondo. You're not gonna get away from Bondo ever, but if you can prevent as much work as possible, why not take the extra few minutes to an hour, whatever it takes, you'll be happier in the end. And then take your time and it'll look good. Getting slag built up, man. I'll fix that. Chipped it. I'll leave that set till morning. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the tops of those with the grinder. I'm not gonna grind it completely smooth, but I wanna knock all the highs off. Ouch and burrs. Now, there's a big one right there. want to knock all the highs off of it. That will highlight the spot welds that are already there. And then I can come back and go in between them. Just keep doing that until it's completely solid. I don't know, I think made some good headway today. Aligning that door took a bit of time. Put that on my camera stand and I'll know where it's at. Yeah, aligning the door took some time, but I like it. Just coming along. See now, and when I grind that, it'll highlight right there and I'll know the dark spot to attack. They're starting to blend with all the gas smoke and stuff on it. So hit it with the grinder. It'll make it fairly smooth and I can go back at it again. Ah, I love it. And Eric's right. I have always wanted to do one of these. I don't know if I would like it lowered. I like that. It looks good. If I did anything, it would go taller with a lot wider tire. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it wouldn't go real tall. I'm gonna say maybe 3 more inches up. It'd look good. You could put a set of 35-inch tires on that thing. Real easy. Right here we got 29-inch tire. If he went up 3 more inches with 35 1250, oh, that'd look sharp. Some 80s style wagon wheels on it. Dang it, Eric, you're trying to make me want one now. That blue one I had, it turned into a Bondo buggy. Got to looking at it. Yeah. I'm not going to say who built that one, but I would never take a vehicle to them. It was all Bondo. Those little bitty holes back here that I cut the bottom half of that off and replaced that whole section. Well, they just left the rust holes. They didn't even clean the edges up. There was holes that big around in there. The inner fender was gone from about right here all the way up. There was a little bit attached in here and it was gone. And yeah, I was so disappointed in that. I really thought it was a good job. Oh well, that's why I like showing what I do. Nobody can ever come back and say, hey, you filled that full of Bondo. No, I did not. It's all on video and pictures. There you go. There you have it. That's why I do what I do. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm getting out of here. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, give me a thumbs up, share my videos, and join the chat. All right. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at getting hoodies and some of these made up, possibly some other stuff. I got a clothing company coming to the house Monday night, I believe. And we're going to go over a few things and see what we can get worked up and get you guys some apparel to buy to help the channel. All right, till tomorrow, have a good evening.